Let me start with a simple truth, something we both know. It's good to produce more American energy, energy that is available, affordable, and reliable. It's good for our workers, good for our country, good for our safety, good for our nation's security. But we in America are an energy superpower. Under President Trump and Republicans, we are finally beginning to act like it. Last week, President Trump announced a dramatic change. America is going to produce more critical minerals in addition to more energy, like we've been doing for years in the last administration, locking away our critical minerals. They need to be developed. Interior Secretary Doug Burgum is spearheading this change, part of the bold agenda of mine, baby, mine. It's exactly what America needs to do to get back on track. There's a growing demand for critical minerals, and America must boost our mining workforce in order to meet it. That's why this week I've introduced bipartisan legislation to support our mining schools. The students that we recruit, the students we train, the students we empower, the talent that we unlock will fuel America's energy dominance for generations to come. We need to fuel our success by fueling theirs. A vital piece of the Trump energy dominance strategy is unleashing clean coal. President Trump wants America to produce more coal. I agree. This is good for Wyoming, and it is good for America. Wyoming is America's energy breadbasket. We have world-class coal, and Wyoming's Powder River Basin produces the cleanest burning coal in the world. Now, the climate alarmists are going to say coal is the energy of the past. They are misinformed. Clean coal is the energy of the future. Tomorrow's technologies are going to need more affordable, reliable, available energy, not less. America is making bold innovations in new technology. Only an all-of-the-above energy approach is going to sustain it. Coal is one of the most affordable, reliable, and abundant sources of energy on the entire planet. In America today, it is much cleaner than ever before. With it, we can power our data centers. We can win the energy race. We can win the artificial intelligence race. And clearly, this is a focus against communist China. Wyoming energy producers and Wyoming energy workers are going to lead the charge to victory. American energy dominance is the source of our nation's strength. It keeps America and our allies safe and secure now and into the future. We learned from Europe an important lesson. Dependency is deadly. Europe banned fracking because climate zealots in Russia told them to. Europe shut down nuclear power plants because the extremists told them to. Unreliable and unaffordable energy sources couldn't keep up with the demand for energy. As a result, you know what happened. Europe last year spent $23 billion on Russian oil and gas. $23 billion is actually more money than Europe spent in aid to Ukraine. It doesn't prove that if this doesn't prove that energy dependence is self-defeating, nothing else will. Under the Trump administration, things are now different. America finally has an all-of-the-above energy strategy. On day one, President Trump declared a national energy emergency. President Trump slammed the brakes on Joe Biden's electric vehicle mandate. I have legislation that pulls the plug on the Democrats' electric vehicle subsidies. President Trump withdrew from the disastrous Paris climate deal. President Trump lifted the self-destructive Biden ban on liquefied natural gas exports. President Trump created the National Energy Dominance Council. The President and Republicans are serious about building the infrastructure we need to power our nation. President Trump supports new natural gas pipelines and more power plants. This is a 180-degree turn from the previous administration. For 4 years, the previous administration went on a regulatory rampage. Heavy-handed Washington bureaucrats attacked American energy producers and American energy workers, including those in my home state of Wyoming, and the costs were catastrophic. Let me ask a few rhetorical questions. Does anyone believe that America was better off when energy prices rose 31%? Of course not. Does anyone believe that we were better off begging dictators to power our nation? Of course not. Were Americans more prosperous? No, we were not. The truth is, American energy is not the enemy of the economy. American energy is the engine of the economy. American energy is a God-given blessing, and we finally have an administration that treats it that way. So I applaud Secretary Burgum, Secretary Wright, Administrator Zeldin. They are America's energy all-stars. Their bold actions are restoring American energy dominance. Republicans in Congress are working aggressively on legislation that will fully unleash American energy, and here's why. When we produce more affordable, reliable American energy, our nation is better off. When we empower energy producers and energy workers, America's better off. America has the energy, we have the workers, and we have the capacity to produce energy responsibly. Today, America has a Senate majority that is committed to making America energy dominant. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the floor.